Welcome to this, our Tuesday, July 19, 2016 edition of the Government News Brief. In the news, 5B's initiative making its impact in Region 9, local telecommunications sector now open for business with the passage of the Telecoms Bill, and the Moko Hydro facility to come on stream soon. Stay tuned as we bring you the details of these and other stories. Thank you for staying with us. I am Azim Khan. Here are the details. President David Granger's 5B's initiative has made a positive impact on hinterland students, especially in Region 9. Here is how in this report.
The attendance of students in schools of Region 9 has now become regular and punctual, says Acting Regional Education Officer Marlon Sears, as President Granger's 5B's initiative begins to impact positively.
I've seen great improvement, and not only with the boots, the bicycles, and the uniforms, but also the hot meal program. Because of the hot meal program that was introduced, at first we only had it at 28 primary schools. Now we have it at all the primary schools. Because of the hot meal program, the children are regular at school because they don't have to go home in the middays to it's a hot meal as well as a snack for the nursery children. So attendance has increased a lot.
Additionally, the region's education sector has benefited from a number of other contributions that have also improved school attendance. The education officer is pleased.
I must commend the president, David Granger, for the boots, the shoes that they give to the Department of Education to distribute to all the primary schools in the region. The children really appreciated it.
The 5B's initiative is just one aspect of President Granger's push to ensure that every child attends school. It has resulted in members of the private sector and ordinary citizens partnering with government to enhance education delivery. Region 9 has a total of 83 public schools, including 31 nursery schools, 48 primary schools, and 4 secondary schools. The schools across the region have an enrollment of 8,026 students with an estimated 500 teachers. Paul McAdam, Government News Brief.
Government views Aurora gold mines as a bright spot on the horizon, says Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu. Here is that story.
The Aurora gold mines produce an estimated 75,000 ounces of gold for the first half of 2016. Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu recently visited the mines and lauded its contribution to Guyana.
This is good news here for Guyana. I believe that anywhere you go and you receive a report of production of 75,000 ounces of gold half year, I think that's excellent for Guyana that is looking for a bright ray of hope that we could accelerate the economy and bring the good life to all of our people. And so I am very impressed at this visit of this gold mine. Aurora gold mine, I believe, is doing a good job for Guyana and for the company itself.
The Prime Minister praised the company for its safety and environmental measures and the process where the ore is extracted from the ground and turned into the final product.
This is an example of a good investment. It's a sound investment. I think the rewards are showing now, and they're encouraging for new investors. There is a good prospect for gold mining and investment in Guyana. And I had gone before to Omai. I've been to other sites. This one seemed, after 3 years, it seems it's here to stay. And the futuristic plans that we have seen outlined to us by management today shows that not only do you have a viable product on the mining and extraction, but it has some sustainability, because there are plans that are long-term in terms of expanding the production areas, in terms of producing alternative energy, in terms of accommodating the workforce in an environment that is more permanent than you would find in work camps, in terms of health consideration, in terms of security consideration, in terms of supply of food as a basis. So,
meanwhile, Minister of Natural Resources Raphael Trotman said that the government is happy with the operation and the production of the company.
It is surpassing even our targets because at the beginning of the year we anticipated just about 100,000 ounces. It would appear that we will go beyond that for this mine alone, because as of the end of June, they had already done close to 76,000 ounces. So we are doing very well.
The company has over 500 employees on site who have performed 1 million hours of work without any break in the service. The Prime Minister said this demonstrates the good methods of management and the relationship with the workforce. Guyana Goldfields Incorporated achieved its first gold pour in August 2015. The mine plan for the company is designed to produce 2.86 million ounces of gold, averaging 188,000 ounces per year over an initial 16-year mine life. For this government news brief, Shivani Ramprasad reporting.
The administration delivered on a campaign promise which will now see Guyanese benefiting from a competitive telecommunications sector. More in this Glendon Greenwich report.
The 40th sitting of the National Assembly saw the passage of the Telecommunications Amendment Bill and the Public Utilities Commission Amendment Bills. Minister of Public Telecommunications, Cathy Hughes, explains the objective of the bill.
The principal underpinnings of this bill are those of transparency, non-discrimination, level playing field, and fair competition. This bill establishes a modern regime which takes account of international best practices and tried and tested regimes. It draws particularly from laws and experiences in our sister CARICOM countries, including Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, and the OECS countries.
The creation of a ministry with responsibility for public telecommunications is evidence of the administration's intention towards ensuring citizens are provided with the necessary framework to compete in a globalized world. The passage of this bill means that Guyana will now have an open telecommunications sector which Guyanese can benefit from provision of services like landlines and faster internet services. As Minister of State Joseph Harmon explains.
Let us for a moment, Mr. Speaker, imagine what a liberalized telecommunications sector would do for the standard of living of our citizens in the hinterland and those living in unserved and underserved areas of the coastland. It will open up a gateway to the global village, putting at the fingertip of citizens unlimited access to educational learning material, allow access to new markets, and increase access to residential and essential government services. All of these things, Mr. Speaker, will create greater opportunities for all of our citizens, both in the hinterland and on the coast, by giving them unlimited and cheap access to the information and communication technology highway.
The passage of the Public Utilities Commission Amendment Bill provides the governance structure needed to oversee the transformation of this sector. Taken together, the bills as passed by the National Assembly will ensure the technical and administrative oversights are in place to deliver to citizens a modern telecommunications sector. With this news brief, Glendon Greenwich.
The Moko Hydro Project in Region 9 will bring immense benefits for the residents of that indigenous community. Here is that report.
During a community meeting with residents over the weekend, Social Cohesion Minister Amna Ali told the residents that the design work for the Moko project will come on stream soon and works will commence before the end of 2016.
Surely, this government wants development for its people. We don't want you to feel excluded. The things that the people on the coastland are experiencing, you must experience it too. And so this government, this coalition government, this palm and key government, that is what it is working towards.
The Social Cohesion Minister expressed the view that due to the neglect by the former administration, no meaningful development was done in the community, but this will change.
This government under President Granger is going to change that, and we have started to do so. We are going to advance your life so that you can enjoy it. And as you know, we have started, like I said, and we are moving forward. I know somebody is going to get up this morning and tell me that the bus break down and you're going to want a bus because you know about the BEAS program. But I want to tell you, hold tight. We are not going to forget the bus. But it's not going to happen tomorrow. We got to take the thing one day at a time. You know the song, One Day at a Time? Yeah. Huh? All right. So we can take it one day at a time. I'm not a good singer. I'm going to sing it for y'all. Eddie could sing better than me. The mayor. Oh, the mayor. Yes. Yes. So I am saying to you, brothers and sisters, that we have a lot in store for you. We want your development. We want you to have a good life.
Residents had long called for the power plant to be repaired since they were forced to pay increased electricity costs. Now that the project is coming on stream after several years, a former employee made some suggestions to the minister.
I was a worker of the hydro when it used to work. So I realized that we had some mistakes when it comes to like tourists visiting the facilities. I think we need proper consultation with the village.
A small hydropower project was developed at the Moko with assistance from the government of China in 1995. This provided electrical power for Lethem. The operation of the hydro plant began in 1999. However, the operation was disrupted by a landslide in 2003 and has since been out of commission. Namila Baines-Rowe for this government news brief.
9,000 families will be supported through a poverty reduction program through the Ministry of Social Protection, which will be launched shortly. More in this report.
The Conditional Cash Transfer Program will target families living under difficult circumstances throughout the 10 administrative regions. This new program will see the ministry conducting a needs and risk assessment of families to determine what form of assistance is best needed to decrease the dependency on public assistance. Chief Probation and Social Services Officer Forbes Monroe explains.
That has been happening in the past is that we have been placing persons on public assistance, because I guess that's the area you might be looking at. If somebody is in need, maybe they are a single mother, she has 5 children, and she will find it difficult in order to provide for those children. We have the safety net system, which is this public assistance system. But what we've recognized is that we've been giving money to these persons, but we've not really been getting the desired outcome. And so we are now looking at conditional cash transfer.
Monroe says that it was recognized that families had been receiving the monthly public assistance, but the ministry found it inadequate to bring about the desired outcomes. Hence, the Conditional Cash Transfer Program was conceptualized.
But what needs to happen is that there must first be a careful assessment, a needs assessment of the family, so that we can understand what the family really needs. Because it might not just be money. It might be skills that's lacking in the family. It could be that the family may be having other difficulties, which, except we do a needs assessment, we will not fully understand. We also need to understand the risk that the family is likely to suffer or is faced with in terms of if the person is not helped financially, then what is likely to be the outcome.
When the assessment is completed, the ministry will put a system in place to ensure that the families are supported based on their needs. The Conditional Cash Transfer Program is in the developmental stage, and the ministry will be conducting capacity building sessions and recruiting additional staff for the probation department to ensure that the program is executed effectively. For the Government News Brief, Sinika Thorne reporting.
Those are the reports we covered in today's edition of the Government News Brief. The details of these and other stories can be found on GINA's website. We encourage you to stay updated and subscribe to our website and YouTube channel. All government and other information can be accessed from GINA's website. Join us again tomorrow when we bring you another edition of this, the Government News Brief. Thank you for watching.